A-Star Evaluation Guide for IGCSE Business Studies updated for 2020. Evaluation is probably the most challenging skill at IGCSE, and many students get discouraged because they think it's impossible to score evaluation marks. We are going to explain what evaluation is in the most simple terms, then look at an example of how to score evaluation marks both in paper 1 and paper 2 so you can start boosting your grades straight away. This video has been updated for the 2020 syllabus, so stay tuned for an important change in how evaluation is now assessed. Cambridge Business Essentials boosts your grades to the highest level. If it's your first time here, hit the subscribe button to stay updated. You can find examples of solved evaluation questions at caiebusiness.com, and if you really want to boost your learning to the next level, check out our online courses. You can get a free trial course and knowledge checkup by clicking on the link in the description below. So what is evaluation? Well, it's making a decision and justifying why you have made that decision. So let's start with a simple example that doesn't involve business but pets. Should Eddie get a pet? After we've shown knowledge and analysis of the benefits and limitations of getting a pet, we have to make a decision. We need to explain why the benefits are greater than the limitations or vice versa. So we could say, in my judgment, Eddie should not get a pet. As a miserly person, the cost of paying for a pet will make him unhappier than the benefits of companionship that a pet may bring. Or we could say, although the pet will increase those costs, you can't put a price on the long-term happiness that the companionship will bring. Either is fine. The great thing about evaluation is that there is no right or wrong decision. The key is to justify why you should make one decision over the other. So let's try this theory in action. In this case, we have to decide on internal or external recruitment for a new manager. The first part of the question is completed with an advantage and a disadvantage of external recruitment. So now we have to make a decision to choose internal or external recruitment. Remember, we can choose either as long as we justify our decision in the context of the question, in this case, a large business. This was that important update I was telling you about for the 2020 syllabus. E-questions on paper 1 now don't ask you to evaluate from the viewpoint of the business in the case study itself, but there is usually a broader context. So in this question, we have to answer from the perspective of a large business. So we evaluate by making the case that in the long term, the influx of new ideas will justify the higher cost of external recruitment, and add the context of the large business, where there's more opportunity for those cost savings. Let's take a look at a 12-mark question on leadership styles in a window cleaning business. You can find the full tutorial for this question linked at the end of the video and below. We must make a reasoned recommendation based on the evidence in our answer and in this case study, Bright Windows, which leadership style is the best to use. A good way of doing this is to choose the leadership style which is most likely to help Bob meet his objectives. In this A-star answer, the student focuses on how democratic leadership will positively impact Bright Windows to improve its reputation and increase Bright Windows' customer base. Then they reject the alternatives by explaining how they are not as suitable as democratic. But you could also choose autocratic or laissez-faire, as long as you make that reasoned recommendation in context and reject the alternatives. Now, it's all well and good being able to justify and make a decision when you've got time to think about it and you can discuss it with others. But in the exam, you're on your own and you just have a few minutes to get those evaluation marks. You can check out a video to avoiding evaluation freeze coming up at the end of this tutorial, or even better, become an A-Star Essentials member and find instant evaluation for every topic on the course. Don't simply repeat what you've written earlier in summary form. You would be surprised how many students actually do this. You need to move beyond analysis and show reasoned decision-making skills to secure the evaluation marks. Make it clear to the examiner what your decision is. They shouldn't have to search to find your choice and why you have made that choice. If you've enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to stay updated. If you want to check out that video on evaluation ideas and how to avoid evaluation freeze, click up here. And if you want to see the updated 2020 tutorial on 12-mark questions, click down here. And if you really want to take your learning to the next level, head to caiEbusiness.com. Thank you. See you next time.